Yo, what's going on people? It's your boy Huncho, back at you again with another video. So, there's been a major update in the Billy the Kid shooting, and I know I never covered this story initially, but I know a lot of you would have heard or seen the story. But for anyone who hasn't seen the coverage or don't know what's going on, we'll go over the initial report and then we'll get into the update. On the 16th of July 2020, firearms officers were called to reports of a shooting on Wimrush Road in Stonebridge at around 3 AM. When they arrived at the scene, they found Billy McCullough, aka HRB member Billy the Kid, suffering from gunshot wounds. Firearms officers carried out first aid until paramedics arrived, but he was unfortunately pronounced dead at the scene. It was heard that Billy the Kid had been attending a traditional Caribbean nine-night celebration in Harlesden, which was to honour another young man who had died in the previous week. A witness who was at the shooting would go on to say there were 3 of them in a grey or green Land Rover Discovery. 2 jumped out and 1 started shooting repeatedly with a pistol at the boy. There were loads of shots, 8 or more, like they were making sure they finished the job. The shooter was wearing a blue surgical mask which covered his face. The 2 then jumped back into the Discovery and took off. I saw the sparks from the gun and the guy shooting. He just kept on shooting. It was a small caliber gun from the sound of it. Maybe that's why they shot him so many times. He added, armed police arrived. They tried to save the boy, but he was gone. It was horrible. I can't believe what I saw, all in front of people at the wake. At the early stages of the investigation, no one had been arrested and inquiries continued. Shortly after the shooting, police had discovered a Land Rover Discovery which was burnt out in the St. Raphael's estate, which they believed was connected to the incident. Later on that same day, 2 men aged 19 and another one aged 24 were arrested on suspicion of murder and were bailed out but had to return in August. The post-mortem examination that came out 1 day after that gave the cause of death as a gunshot wound to the chest, and Detective Chief Inspector Simon Stancombe, who was leading the investigation at the time, would come out to say, "We know that a number of shots were fired, and despite it being early hours in the morning, several people were out in the streets and would have seen what happened. A man has died and his loved ones will now face terrible grief. The person responsible for this killing does not deserve protection, and anyone who has information should come forward to speak to us. I have a dedicated team who will be trawling through CCTV for evidence and making sure no stone is left unturned as we try and track whoever took this young man's life." So since then we haven't had no updates, but that was until yesterday morning when this happened.
Okay, we've just been called out to a male in an address wanted for murder and believed to be in possession of a firearm. So we've been deployed to go to the address and deal with the male.
R5, thank you. Be there in 3 minutes.
Okay! Give the address! Come to the door! Nothing in your hands! I repeat, armed police! Come to the door! Nothing in your hands!
As you've just seen in the video, police have recently come out to arrest a 32-year-old man at an address in Islington, and he's been arrested on suspicion of murder. Right now it is believed he is in police custody, but there's no current information to say if he's been charged, but when there is, I'll be sure to let you guys know. There's also been an update in regards to the 19 and 24-year-old who were originally arrested, and it's said that they'll now have to return at a date in October because, of course, originally they were supposed to appear in August. Of course, I haven't spoken on this situation yet, and I know a month has gone by, but I do want to pay my respects and say rest in peace to Billy, and my condolences are with his family and friends at this current time. When I find out more information, like if this man ends up getting charged, and of course if any more arrests happen, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on this whole situation. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.